Live from Farmington, Local 4 News starts right now.
And it's a happy Farmington Friday. We figured Farmington would be the perfect spot to round out the week. Here's live pictures from Zone 4 over our location tonight. Local 4 News at 5:30 is live in your neighborhood to show you what makes communities across Metro Detroit so great and so unique.
Tonight we are live at Riley Park. We are along Grand River, right in the heart of the town. Trust me, we are not complaining about the weather situation right now. It's February, it is gorgeous out there, and I think that's part of the reason why the crowd decided to show up. Thank you everybody for joining us here on a Friday. We are live from Farmington. I'm Karen Drew.
And I'm Damon Fernandez. You know, it's so good to be out here right now because so many members of the community showed up.
I know, we've got the Boy Scout from 231, we've got 362, we've got a running group, which I think is pretty cool. They're drinking beer over there, which I think that's my kind of running group.
You got folks with pets out here. You have the hackbots from Farmington High School.
Oh, and also this beautiful lady here, Farmington Falcons, that sweatshirt right there. That's Christine. She's the one who started this whole. She sent us an email and said, hey, come on down to Farmington. We've got a lot of stories to share. So we came, and big shout out to Christine.
And here we are. You know, when we come into your community, we always like to cover some issues. Here in Farmington, you know, the city is facing an issue that so many other communities are also facing all across Metro Detroit and across the country.
We're talking about aging infrastructure. It's keeping the Farmington Public Works Department really busy. They're fixing, they're replacing things, and it really isn't cheap. So we brought in Megan Wood. She spent a lot of time here in this community talking about what needs to be done. She joins us now live for tonight at a historic spot here in Farmington. Tell us more, Megan.
That's right, Karen Damon. You may know that I'm from the area. This is an area where I am right now that we would all come to take pictures during prom. So we are at the Governor Warner Mansion, and it's known as the home of Farmington history. This city has been around for about 200 years, and some of those pieces of history are still being discovered today, especially by Public Works. Take a look.
I love Farmington. I love coming down here.
From the buildings to the state markers, downtown Farmington is known for its historic charm.
Really like working down here. Just fun shops.
More businesses are coming in, and you can tell it's up and coming.
It has great vibes. It's like super chill. I like that it's walkable. It gives you like a pedestrian feel to what is otherwise a very like suburban. Definitely you need a car to get around.
Pieces of the past aren't just found there, but all over the city.
It's a common joke in the office that we can't make up the stories that we find out on a daily basis.
For the last 30 years, Chuck Udy has worked for the city of Farmington and is the current superintendent of Public Works. He says it's not uncommon for his crews to stumble upon or work on historic equipment.
Recently, crews serviced and repaired 2 fire hydrants that are dated 1922. I mean, fortunately, we were able to get parts to service them. That part supply is dwindling down. Replacement cost of a fire hydrant is 10 times the cost of just repairing it.
And while Mayor Joe LaRussa finds it fascinating, a testament to the community's longevity.
We actually had an occasion not too long ago. We were doing quite a large project on Farmington Road, and when we opened the street, we actually found an old wooden water main. Something that underground water delivery used to be done with wood.
It does come with difficulties.
Trying to balance between renewing infrastructure by replacing it or keeping things maintained and keeping them running, you know, trying to find spare parts and trying to find things from that era can be kind of difficult.
It can also prompt delays and easily turn one project into 2.
There's quite a few times we're finding old infrastructure that we had no idea was there. And then we have to revise plans and pivot and be ready to make a new project.
Then there's the cost. City road repairs are covered by a millage and the water main repairs by residents' rates.
Is that enough?
If you were to ask anybody at City Hall, including myself, there's always more need than there is resources to meet the need.
And so the city's plan is to really prioritize the city's needs. And so when it comes to those projects, especially the ones where they have to dig and go underground, they want to take it a step further and evaluate whether or not they need to update some of those systems like the water mains or the fire hydrants. Reporting live in Farmington, I'm Megan Woods, Local 4.
All right, Megan, thank you so much. And you know, the mayor's joining us with the community back here tonight, so good to have him out here. I saw they were putting him to work, too.
Yeah, they were having him set up tables and do some hard labor. It was kind of nice that he jumped in on that.
Well, you know, one other thing. There's a big perk of visiting Farmington's charming downtown. That perk is free parking. But as the location becomes even more popular, Karen, folks say there's still a few challenges.
Yeah, there are. I was out here the other day talking to some folks, and it was the middle of the day, so they didn't have that much of an issue, but this can become an issue during hot times. The biggest challenge, obviously, is that there just is not enough parking.
We spoke to viewers who say they love the free parking, but don't like how limited it is. They say during the week, finding a space isn't the hard part. It's finding a spot that isn't restricted to 2 hours. It becomes an even bigger struggle during major events, but they say it doesn't stop them from visiting downtown.
Unless I'm really in the mood for a mile walk after parking on a 90-degree day in the summer, the festivals can be hard because the festivals are usually like right here. And so navigating parking is hard. And then on a general day, like if I want to come and study with friends and spend, 3 hours, we have to find parking where there's no sign that says, 2-hour parking only.
So what do you think? We need more parking spaces?
We need more parking spaces.
A spokesperson for downtown tells us in the last 3 years they have added 75 public spaces within a 2-minute walk of downtown and don't plan to start meter parking anytime soon.
Now, Farmington is getting ready to celebrate its Bicentennial, and that's on March 8th.
Yeah, the city was founded 13 years before Michigan became a state. It was settled by Arthur Power, whose hometown was Farmington, New York. Now, Farmington was a stop in the Underground Railroad. The city plans to celebrate its Bicentennial all year, but there will be a birthday party on the 8th. Merch to show your pride, and a local brewery will premiere its 1824 farmhouse ale and cider. All right. So what's great about getting out of the studio and into your community is people are always so eager to help show us what makes their town great.
It's always a fun assignment, right? When somebody says, go find out what's fun in that town.
Yeah.
Well, here in Farmington, we didn't have to look very far to find our very own tour guide. So we are going to let our super talented editor and photojournalist, Ben Bell, take you around his hometown. And he's going to start right here.
Farmington has something for the whole family. We're at Riley Park right now, which is the epicenter for this community, and there's always something going on here. As you can see right now, they've got the ice skating rink open, but in the summer we have Rhythms in Riley Park, the Harvest Moon Festival here, the Grand Raven Festival, even along Grand River we have the Light Up the Grand Christmas Parade. But like with every community, we're going to talk about what's really important, the food.
Here at Dolcetto, we have prep-to-order cheese, and we also have wonderful wines and snacks to pair with those.
Here at Dagwood's, we have the best sandwiches. We were even voted the best 6 years in a row. I've been coming here since I was 2 years old.
It's pronounced taque, tacos, and quesadillas into one word.
And check out this cool little spot. Definitely the best seat in the house. Here you guys have some big news.
Yes, tomorrow is going to be our grand open for Heights Brewing, former Page's location.
And even though it's winter, if you're still craving your favorite frozen treat, the Silver Dairy's open all year long. Are you freezing in there?
No, he actually has heat in here. It's pretty warm sometimes, but when we open the window, it gets so cold.
And when you're here, you gotta sit on the cow.
And not all the food is for humans. You can find great treats for your pets. And in Farmington, people love walking their dogs.
People are always walking their dogs, even in like snowstorms. I'm like, okay, even though it's freezing outside, all right.
I love that it's a very, very quiet community, very, very nice, very family oriented.
I love the parks here. We like going downtown Farmington and just walking around. We do a lot of walking around here. It's a lot of fun.
My favorite part's the playgrounds.
Don't let the name fool you. Farmington still has its hills.
Dad, told you this won't work.
Yeah, we need more snow. And if you find yourself needing an escape from the winter elements, Zap Zone Fun Center has literally everything for the kids.
And my favorite part is the go-kart. My favorite part's laser tag.
Well, after all that food and exercise, I'm ready to kick back and relax and watch a movie at the iconic Farmington Civic.
All right, I think that was your very first official report, right, Ben?
Yeah.
You did a good job. You did a good job. I also want to give a shout out to Ben's family. Obviously, your kids did a great job, and then you brought like your entire family.
I rallied the troops to come, and they all showed out. Look at this crowd.
You really did a great job. Also, by the way, your T-shirt, if everyone's noticing, Ben's T-shirt says Farmington. If you want to show your pride for one of the cities that we have covered here this week, it's really easy. Just go to themittenstate.com and you can order a T-shirt and wear it around town. It's really clear you love your town.
Yeah, we do. And I had my son Lucas and my daughter Maya help show everybody around, and we did the things that we always do all the time. So it didn't even feel like we were working.
It looks like such a family-focused city. So many options for families.
It really is. I mean, everything's in one spot, and there's always something going on for you and the family to do.
So.
Oh, no, I was going to say, remember you said in the summer everyone comes down here and there's like, what, live bands?
Yeah, live bands, it's rhythms in Riley Park, and it's great.
Yeah.
So, Lucas and Maya, if there's any activity that you recommend for children, what would they be?
Zap Zone Fun Center.
Zap Zone Fun Center? What about you, Maya?
I second Zap Zone.
Oh, I second it. No, but don't try sledding with no snow with your dad.
Oh, man.
Who would have thought in February we'd have this weather?
You're such a good sport. Thank you, Ben, so much.
Welcome.
We really do appreciate it.
You're
It's so
welcome.
awesome.
Thank you, Lucas and Maya.
All right, well, we've got a whole lot more to come to you live here from Riley Park in Farmington.